Welcome everybody, it's Alex Z and it's John Z, Mike Z, Trey Migo Show. I'm just kidding. Welcome to Six Figure Builders Club, guys. And today we're gonna talk about a lot of cool stuff, and really the stuff that's gonna help you propel your business from where you are right now. And I applaud you guys because you upgraded to Six Figure Builders Club, so you are serious about your business, just like we are. But we're gonna show you a lot of different stuff today: how to convert more sales, how to get more upgrades, how to get people plugged in, so you get more duplication on the team. And excuse my hairdo because I just had the shower and I didn't put any gel on. So, but that's the side note. But we're gonna show you which guys, if you just joined and upgraded recently, you should definitely watch some of the replays where we talk about the basic stuff, how to get sales, upfront sales. So today we're going to talk about how to monetize that list. All those leads have you have been building the list with all those leads, right? With the traffic sources that we're sharing with you guys, and you're going to see it because a lot of people ask about the traffic sources, but you don't have access to that, right? We're going to share the traffic source we're using. But the key is the most important question is what do you do with those leads? How do you work your list? How do you bond with the list? How do you convey value to your list that you're a person worthy of joining and upgrading, right? So because people always join people. People don't join programs. People always join people. So our goal is to teach you how to become the person that people absolutely love to follow and love to join and buy products from. That's the magic formula, really. People overcomplicate stuff, but it's really simple. It's all about building that list, building the trust, right? So people believe you and trust you that you're gonna help them, right? So if you can show that to them, they're gonna buy whatever you sell. It's really as simple as that, right? There's a reason why people trust, people on television, like people that have credibility, people that have following, right? Like people believe everything that Oprah says, right? Why? Because, well, she's Oprah, right? She has that credibility factor. And that's what we basically gonna teach you guys, how to become that person that people want to follow and people want to listen to, right? And pay attention to. So I have some slides. I'll show you guys some slides, so it will help you probably. And then we're gonna pass the mic around, and John Ox is gonna teach you, and Michael Martin is gonna teach you, and we're gonna have a Q&A as well. So make sure you taking notes. Turn off all the distractions. Go to a different area in the house or in the office or different cubicle. Like I started this business in a cubicle, in my full-time job. So this is the only business that you, as far as I know, that you can build part-time, right? And that's the goal here, to compress all the income-producing activities into as little hours as possible, so you only focus on production, right? On creating those sales. So let me share my screen, and guys, let me know if you can see it. Uh, let's see. There you go. Share my screen. So last time we were talking about conversions, and let me just quickly remind you guys what we're talking about. So conversions. Uh, so the leads we attract by using our marketing, right? By putting our ads out there, our messages, our blog posts, our advertising, right? And we attract them and we convert that cold traffic. And what I mean by cold meaning that people don't know you yet, people that don't believe you yet, right? People that are skeptical, and converting them into visitors, leads, customers, and promoters. So when they come to your capture page, right, we'll have those capture pages. That's what they go to, and they enter their email address, right? If they're looking for a way to make money from home, how to build an online business, right, part-time, they become leads, right, by opting into your capture page. That's when the first conversion point happens. That's your first conversion. So you generated leads. Awesome. Most people have no idea how to do that. Well, we're going to teach you. Then those leads, uh, some of them will buy and become customers, and some of them will become promoters, affiliates, just like you, people that want to build business as well. So that's the whole flow. Hopefully that makes sense. Put it in the chat if this makes sense. If this uh, like if if this is new to you. If it does make sense, please put yes. Uh, so again, and I see mistake number one, people talk about struggles, they cannot generate leads, they cannot make sales, like especially on social media. Guys, stop doing that, right? Just stop, because that's gonna, it's gonna like scare people away, right? It's like, talk about your struggles as you overcome them. That makes a lot more compelling story, right? More attractive story when you talk about that, those struggles once you overcame them and you started getting uh, more success, right? But don't talk initially about it because it's not attractive, right? Everyone has struggles. Like, look, everyone here on this panel, the 3 Mega Show, had tons and tons of struggles. And we have challenges in our business every single day. But the question is, how do you deal with them? How do you overcome it? Are you going to give up, or are you going to keep pushing forward, right? This is why we're here, to push you forward, because there's nothing that can stop you, my friend. Nothing. Once you know your why, once you know why you're building this business, nothing in the world can stop you, right? So it's not going to kill you. Those little challenges, they're just there to make you stronger. And always document your success, guys. Every time, like starting with the small successes, you generate 10 leads, 20 leads a day, take a camera, take a snapshot, use like a program that records the screen, like ScreenFlow or like Camtasia, and there's free alternatives as well, and record a quick 1 minute video and send it to your subscribers. Like, look guys, I'm gonna teach you how I generated 20 leads last night. You wanna learn how? Go join my team. Boom. You got the light bulb moment, you know, you just generated your first sale. Then take the camera again and take a screenshot, take a quick video, and like, hey, I just made a sale while I was sleeping. Got another light bulb moment, right? Well, take another, send that video to the list. And this is how it builds up. You get this? This is how you build a big story from a small story, all right? Let's see, what else we got? Storytelling, guys. This is like something that anyone can master, but it's always like a process. Like, you always get better as you do it. So the best storyteller that I know in our community is David Wood. How do you learn from him? Well, get mass influence formula. That's where he teaches that. And the better storyteller you become, the more sales you're gonna make, no matter what. I don't care what you do. I don't care what your background is, right? Facts tell, stories sell. Nobody wants to hear like, hey, we're the best company in the world, the best products in the world, which we are, but nobody wants to hear that, right? So always use your stories as your attraction marketing, right? Attraction marketing always works. So it doesn't matter what your background is, doesn't matter what country you came from. Look, I came from a totally different country. I didn't know any English, right? And I make over $1 million with this company. Why? Because this system works if you work it and plug in and really focus. So always remember, people always look for solution to their problem. They gravitate from the issue they're having right now. They're looking to make more money. They wanna, I don't know, retire their spouse from a corporate job that she hates, whatever, right? Put their kids to a better school, I don't know, move to a better house, different neighborhood. People looking for a solution. How can they do that? Like, I'm looking for a solution online that can help me, help me generate extra income that I need, right? So this is the solution, and once you present the solution at the right angle, and the timing is right for the prospect, they're gonna buy, they're gonna upgrade, right? Always remember, people will always buy when it's convenient for them, not for you. Always remember that. So you cannot really, like there's a saying, you can lead the horse to the water, but you cannot force it to drink the water unless it's thirsty, right? Same thing here, same idea. We can always show the door to that prospect, like, hey man, like this is the door where you have to go to get your solution. That's where your money problem gonna disappear, right? But you actually have to get off your couch and walk through the door, right? So don't be lazy. Like, if you want solution, go. There is a door. So that's how you make a sale, right? Again, pain to pleasure. People in pain, that's why they're looking for a solution, right? To make more money online. Explain what the products do for them. Like, I have like WordPress blog hacked multiple times, right? And I'm blessed that I have Calato because I don't have to worry about security and all the plugins, updating the plugins, and Sometimes plugins not compatible with each other. They crash the blog. I don't have to worry about it. I have the whole team in Empower handling the server part of that, right? So I don't have to worry about it. It's done for me. I log in, I create the blog, boom, it's done. 5-10 minutes, it's done. I don't have to worry about updating WordPress or anything like that, or security, right? So it's really, really attractive solution, and really, really, there's a lot of value with the Insta Builder and all the other goodies, like good stuff that we give you guys. So Kalato Premium is where it's at. If you don't have Kalato Premium, get that, because you probably have just Kalato Basic now. All right. Yeah, conversion tips. If you don't know what to write about, if you don't know, like you like, I don't know, you skip that school that class in the school, right, where you have to write essays and stuff. I'm not a good. I probably skipped a couple of classes as well. So what I did was I got on the list, other people's lists, to model, to get ideas. What are they writing about? What are the tips I can get from them, right? And that's how you model. That's how you add your own flavor to it, right? And you can bridge. We could talk about bridging as well. How you can bridge your story to the solution that people are looking for. I think Mike is really good at it, so he's probably gonna touch base on that. Again, social proof is everything, my friend. You ever watch infomercials late on TV? You ever watch like let's say a weight loss commercial, like, and you see like in once like 30-second or 60-second segment, you'll see like 20 different people testimonials, like, this is how fat I was before, this is how thin I am. I couldn't barely walk through the door, but now I don't have that challenge anymore, right? There is a reason for that, because when people see real people, like before and after pictures, they resonate. They kind of paint themselves in that situation. Oh, I look like that guy or that lady, and I can lose weight by just buying the solution, right? So this is why social proof is so crucial. It always works. I don't care what the niche is, any niche, weight loss, make money from home, dating, doesn't matter. It works. So use that. Use that in your email marketing. Use it in your social media marketing. Always shoot quick videos and take screenshots. All right? Always do. I don't care how busy you are. You have 30 seconds to make a quick video. All right? Again, be personal, guys. I see a lot of people loading like standard emails, and guys, come on, seriously? Like, you want like 10,000 people using the same emails? Add your signature. Make yourself real. People join people, right? Say it in the chat. People join people. People don't join programs, right? We're not dealing with computers or robots. We're dealing with humans, right? They have emotions. They have desires. They have different challenges. They're human beings, right? They're a lot more complicated than computers, right? So be yourself. Put your own picture. Put your Facebook profile. Put your Twitter profile. Your Skype. Put your phone number if you're just starting out. A lot of times people are just skeptical because they got burned before. So if you put your phone number, guess what happens? And it's like, oh, there's a phone number. Let me call John. John, is this thing for real? Is this a real thing? Like, or is this a scam? No, it's not a scam. It's a real thing. Oh, okay. So he joins, right? It's a 30-second phone conversation, all right? And I see a lot of people missing that part. Guys, please add your own picture, put your Facebook profile, tell them to friend you on Facebook. Be relatable. Don't be like a guy or a girl who is hiding behind a computer. Maybe unless you're a CIA or like KGB spy, I understand. But if you want to build this business, please do that, okay? And I have tons of more tips for you guys, but I don't want to, I think that's more than enough right now, because we want to touch base on some other stuff, and I think we should give my two other amigos a chance to teach you guys as well. And if this really helped you guys, please put it in the chat that this is good stuff, yay or nay. We always want to gauge the engagement and see how you guys reacting to this, if this is helping you. So please do that in the chat. Traffic sources, will touch base on that later on. You might have a link already. I'm not sure if there's a link, maybe. But let me stop sharing and see if my boys are ready. My amigos are ready, because like, it's each other on the spot on that. Like, yeah. Michael, John, please enlighten our universe with your conversion tactics and how we're dominating on the leaderboards, because a lot of people ask us.
All right, cool. Thanks, Alex. So awesome to be with you guys again here today. Here's the thing, and this is like what we're talking about in this training is probably one of the most impactful things that you're going to see that will completely turn around your numbers, right? The thing is, and I'm sure that everybody at some point has wondered this, right? Myself included, where you might be buying traffic from the very same traffic source as a lot of other people, but you see person over here is running 1,000 clicks and getting the same number of leads as you, but they're getting a bunch of sales. And over here, you're wondering, what the heck? How come I'm not getting sales? Maybe the traffic source is bad, right? We always jump to that conclusion that, well, it must be the traffic. We're always looking at something out there that's the real cause for why we're not getting the results. And let me share with you guys that the faster you accept full responsibility for your numbers and for your results, the faster you're going to start correcting that. And what I want to share with you guys here real quick is just a couple of things that you can do that will dramatically shift the number of conversions, the number of sales, the number of people that are becoming leads who immediately and then shortly thereafter become new members of yours that you can possibly do. Okay, so here's the thing. Some of you watching this, you already know what I'm going to say, right? Video. Alex touched on it. Video is super important. And unfortunately, so many of you guys are not doing it because you have this mental block and you think, well, doing video is hard. Or you keep telling yourself, you know, I'm not doing video because I don't have the right equipment, or because I don't really know what to say in a video, right? So here's the thing. You guys are all members of Six Figure Builder Club, which means that by now you should all understand that getting traffic is super, super easy, right? It's a matter of a couple of clicks, put in your credit card and say, this is how many I want, send them to this page. That's how easy getting traffic is. The traffic's already pre-qualified, right? These are people that already have expressed an interest in what it is that we're marketing. You know that if you use the company capture pages, they're already proven to convert, so getting leads is also very easy, right? Super easy. You can turn on traffic in the course of a few hours. You can be getting leads in the same day that you turned on the traffic. So then how do you turn the leads into sales? Well, number one, the fastest thing, and you guys should all have a notepad or something and write this down. This is like a homework assignment that I want everyone to do before you come back to the next training next week. Number one thing, create a welcome video for your leads. Okay, write it down. Create a welcome video for your leads. What do you say? It's really simple. You just introduce yourself, let them know who you are, maybe a quick background, like what did you do before, right? What did you do before? What was maybe some of the struggles that you had in getting started? How is this the solution to those struggles? And if you have results already, you can share that. Right? You can go ahead and say, here's what I've been able to accomplish in this period of time since I started. If you don't have results and you're brand new, that's okay. You can point to other people's results and say, you know, I'm on board. I've seen results from such and such over here and this guy over here, and this was so, you know, captivating for me that I knew that this was the ticket and the solution for what I was trying to do. And so I simply got started. And I encourage you to go ahead and click the link or the button underneath this video and join me in this journey. And we'll work together and get the kind of results that you want, right? Just let them know, because see, here's what people want to know. They want to know that you're a real person. They want to know that this is not a scam, and they want to know that they can do it. So the more simple you keep that, and the more real you are in your video, the better results you're going to get. And it makes all the difference in the world. You guys, I want you to understand, even if you have to record a welcome video 50 times, to get it right, to get to that, you know, 2 to 3 minute video that you actually are happy with, it's worth it. Because having a good welcome video can actually get you an extra sale a day, right? Or maybe 2 sales a day as you continue to run traffic. Is it worth it when you build up to that kind of conversion level and you have something that's effective that you created in the past that keeps on working for you? Absolutely it is. So it's worth the effort. Here's the other thing. People tell me all the time, they're like, well, I'm waiting until I get Camtasia before I record my video. No, don't do that. Don't ever wait. There is nothing in this business that you need to wait for. Okay, let's put that to bed right now. Here's the funny thing. People will tell me that as they're standing there with their cell phone in their hand, their smartphone, right? That's all the equipment you need is a phone. Everybody's got one these days, and they have killer cameras built into them. So here's what you do, right? Open it up, press the button, record your video. Record it over as many times as you need to until you get one that you actually are happy with, and then put it up there and run with it. And as you move forward, you can always go back and say, hey, I think I could do a better video now, and you can replace it with a better one and see if you get better results. So super, super simple, right? Welcome video to your list. How do you get it to them? Really simple. Your first autoresponder message that goes out to your leads should have a link to your video. Okay, that's the first thing you want to do. You can just say, hey, John Oakes here. I just wanted to welcome you and say, hey, thanks for putting your information in. I'm going to get you that information that you're looking for. But real quick, I just wanted to introduce myself. Click this and watch this video that I recorded just for you. All right, super short, simple, just bang. You can even take a screenshot of the video and put that image in your welcome email and hyperlink it to the page that you have the video on. And people are more likely to click on that because it looks like there's a video right in the email, right? We've shown you guys that in previous trainings as well, so you can go back and watch those, and you can pick up some of those little nuggets. Super easy to do. Get that into your welcome or in your first autoresponder message, and you'll start seeing some difference, in the results that you're getting just from that. Now, the second thing I want to talk about real quick is the continued use of video. All right, so this is a big thing I hear all the time. People are like, well, I have a welcome video now, but I haven't been sending video to my list because I don't really know what to say and I don't really know what to share. I'm not good on video. All the excuses that we all like to put up, right? And I'm telling you this from experience because I've done it. I know Mike's done it. Alex has done it. We've all done this to ourselves. Get over it as fast as you can. Get out your camera and start recording video. Here's some ideas for you for your first few videos. All right, so again, you're six-figure Builder Club members. So like I said, you know how to get traffic, you know how to get leads. You now know like 1,000 times more information and more knowledge than the average marketer out there knows. They don't know how to get traffic. They're still stumbling around. They're buying traffic from Fiverr and other cheap places that don't convert, that send them bot clicks, and not even real people are hitting their page, and they can't figure out why they're not getting leads, right? That's where the average person is out there. So understanding that, as soon as you start driving some traffic and you get let's say you get 30 leads in a day because you're driving traffic, which is super easy to do if you're buying traffic, right? So you get your 30 leads, whip out your camera. Again, you can use your smartphone. You don't have to wait till you have Camtasia. Turn it on. And how do you do screen share with your iPhone? Super easy. You turn it on and you just start recording a video like this, right? And say, hey, John Oakes here. I just wanted to show you something. I'm super excited. I just turned on this traffic from this exclusive team traffic source that we have access to as part of my team. And I immediately started getting conversions to leads. And check this out. Look at this. You can see my screen right here. I just got 30 leads today. Can you believe it? 30 leads. I've never been able to do that before. I struggled for 2 years trying to figure out how to do this stuff, and 30 leads in one day. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. If you're interested, you want to see exactly what it is that I'm doing and the system I'm using to do this, click the link underneath this video, and I'll see you on the inside. Bam! Video done. Right? Super, super easy. Anybody can do this. Notice I didn't say I made a bunch of money and I didn't make a bunch of sales, right? I just got some leads, which every single person watching this training can do starting right now, right? You can just click those traffic sources that you see over to the side of this chat, of this video, and pick one of those on the list, buy some traffic, make sure you have all the stuff dialed in that we've covered in this training first, and you can get leads today. You can shoot that video by the end of today, right? Everybody can do that. So super, super easy assignment. So how do you do that moving forward? Every so often, when you hit a new benchmark, record another video, right? Next video could be, hey, John Oakes here. A couple of days ago, I shot that video that said I got 30 leads. Guess what? Now, since I shot that video, I now have 300 leads on my list. That's 300 people that are interested in my business and what I'm doing, want to know more information, and guess what? 2 of them have joined me and become team members, and that's the coolest thing ever. And here's another thing. Because the way our system works, the more people I bring in, they're going underneath those people that have joined me. So you could join right now, and the people I bring in tomorrow could be underneath you in your team in the Uniline. You can actually benefit from that as you move through the ranks in our company. So don't wait. Click the link underneath this video right now and just get started, right? So you guys get the point of this. Super, super powerful stuff. This is how you convert leads to sales. That right there. So that's your homework assignment. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Mike.
Oh, yeah. Man, very cool. Very cool. Good information, man. It's funny because I remember when I first started back in 2012 at the very end, that was one of the, for me, it was like a bright idea just to do it, was just put a video in my first welcome message, or my first autoresponder message, welcoming people to my list, and just telling them who I am, saying, hey, you know, this isn't a video to pitch you anything right now. I just want to let you know who I am. I just want to tell you a little bit about me, tell them about, you know, that we live in Cartersville, my family, never talked about the bad stuff like Alex said, and then really just let them know who I was. And I did a couple things in that video. I tried to lower their guard by telling them I'm not trying to sell them anything in this video. I just wanted them to know who I am. And then secondly, what was the other part? Oh, and I kind of let them know what to expect from my list, from my emails. You know, I said, hey, you know, you joined this list. I'm going to send you some stuff that's going to be motivating. I may send you some stuff about what we're doing now to create an income from home. But I kind of set an expectation as well on them so they kind of know what to expect. Am I going to email them? I told them you'll probably see messages from me every day to every other day, which really was like 2 or 3 a day. But I wanted to tell like every day and let them know what to expect, which was huge. And then at the end, I was like, you know, this is non-obtrusive, but if you want to see, you know, what's going on, what we're doing, that's actually been able to help us experience some of the stuff that we're going through right now, we're growing, just click the button below and check out that information. You can easily set up a page like that in your InstaBuilder. You know, if you got Kalatu Premium, open up your InstaBuilder, you know, get your video. I saw a question in the chat about YouTube. Hey, look, if you're using videos for marketing like this, this is marketing as well. You might want to open up a separate YouTube account for those videos, you know, and use all those videos, keep all those videos unlisted. That's just a tip. So if something happens to your regular YouTube account, your marketing videos don't go anywhere. They're protected under a whole different account. Keep them all unlisted, not private, but unlisted, because unlisted you can still embed them and they will play. So what you want to do is do it that way, and then just create a simple InstaBuilder page. I mean, literally like a header that says, allow me to introduce myself or something like that, your video, and then a button underneath it saying, hey, click here to check out what we're doing, or click here for more information, you know, something like that. And at the end of that video, always have a call to action. Tell them what to do. Tell them to click that button. Be very distinct. Click the button, watch the video, and if it's for you, take some action. If not, continue to enjoy my emails, and you're going to sign up with me later anyways. No, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but definitely give them call to actions and things like that. So that's some really good pointers on getting engagement. The biggest thing with videos, guys, just like they both said, you just got to keep doing them. You know, you just got to continue to do videos over and over and over, and I'm telling you, it gets so much easier. A lot of people ask me, Michael, you know, if I do a video about this, how can I bring it back to the business? Like, especially when you're doing blog posts, you know, your videos for your blog and things like that, when you're trying to engage those people. And you just got to get a little creative with it. We call it bridging your video to the opportunity, bridging the gap. So how would you do that? There's tons of different ways to do it, guys. Tons of different ways to do it. Like I said, you just have to be creative with what freedom is. Be creative with what freedom is, because really at the end of the day, what does our business represent for people? It represents freedom from whatever it is they're trying to get away from, right? So at the end of the day, when you talk about topics or you talk about something that's growing, that you're growing with, talk about, like, even if you're doing a blog post about your dogs, you know what I mean? What would freedom represent to, like, if you love hanging out with your dogs? I know Mike and Michelle Aldo are on here. Dude, every time you see them, man, they got their 2 Rotties with them, their Rottweilers, and it's just cool. But you know what freedom is for them? If they love their dogs, if they do a video about their dogs, you know, well, let me show you exactly how I can spend every day with my dogs hanging out, running through the woods. Check out the link below. That's bridge. That's a simple bridge. You can do that with anything. So just remember that you need to bridge the gap when it comes to bringing in the opportunity. You can't just say, okay, great, this is a great, you know, thanks for checking out my video. Now check out this link below on how you can make a bunch of money online from home. You know, you don't want to do that. You actually want to relate what you're talking about to watching the video that's got the opportunity. And the way you do that is simply just bridging what that freedom, that idea of freedom is coming from that blog post into the opportunity. Because at the end of the day, we're selling a lifestyle, right? We're selling freedom, and it's all about tapping into what people are passionate about. And if you're passionate about something and you can bridge it to the opportunity, it doesn't matter if that person's passionate about exactly what you're passionate about, but they'll feel your passion. They'll feel like that is what that person, that I want that feeling. It's not always about being exactly honed in on what people are thinking and seeing all the time. It's just about giving people that feeling that they want that, so that they're missing out on something. And then when you bridge that to the opportunity, man, it's gold. And here's the thing, you only get better at that with practice. You only get better at that if you continue to do videos. It's not going to click at first. It's going to be hard at first. You're going to be like, dang, man, this is so frustrating. But then once you do it a few times, you get into like video 10, video 15, video 20, you become a ninja, man. You can bridge anything. You can talk about anything. You just become open. You become vulnerable. So those are my tips with videos. You know, videos for me are fun, man. I need to do more here lately, but they've been a blast, and they've really been the backbone of our business has been videos. It's not been. I'm not Edgar Allan Poe or anything like that. You know, I hate typing. I think I got a little bit of carpal tunnel already from clicking refresh all the time. But just kidding. A little bit of carpal tunnel right here. My knuckles are using the trackpad too much. But so I don't like to type. Dictation doesn't understand me. So like, because of my southern accent, I guess it just doesn't like southern drawls. So like every time I talk into something that's supposed to type for me, it never works. But I can make a dang good video. And that's not right. It just comes with practice. It just comes with practice and being relatable to people. Alex was putting in the chat earlier about being relatable with people. You know what being relatable means? It means be yourself. At the end of the day, it means be you. And as you grow with Empower and you're tapped into Inner Circle audios, you're going to become the best version of you possible if you take the action and dive into your products. Now, I want to touch on one thing real quickly. We were really going to talk a lot about back-end conversions, and I think we got a lot of questions. So I think that John, if you're cool with this, Alex, I think we can do back-end conversions next week because there's a lot of, it's not a whole lot of time that goes into it, but it's a lot of detailed stuff that we'd like to kind of dive into with you guys on getting the back-end sales, which are the bigger, higher ticket commission sales. But one story I want to tell you real quick before we jump into Q&A. It's funny because Chris and I were sitting talking, and it's funny because you can hit. I always heard David Wood talk about on one of the Inner Circle audios about how he got stuck at $30,000 a month, and he was like, "Stuck is stuck. It doesn't matter if you're stuck at $100 a month or $30,000 a month." And I've really personally, and income disclaimer, results not typical. Check out the link down below, or we have been telling us to do that. But I was talking with Chrissy last night at dinner. We had a chorus concert to go to, so we were kind of just chilling. And my brain has just been going crazy because it feels like we're a little stuck. And it's crazy to think that, well, I used to laugh at David Wood about going, yeah, right, $30,000 a month stuck. It's kind of where we're at right now. And so I was kind of listening. I was listening to to an audio. You know, you're always trying to take things in. And I noticed I've really been slacking a little bit on my education. Okay? And I'll admit it. You know, I love being transparent. I'll tell you, hey, I've been slacking. I just haven't been putting the right amount of time into that I should be. And I was listening to somebody talking about how, you know, we all have the same stuff. Most of us have computers, most of us have smartphones, most of us have all the tools we need to be successful. We have it all. You do too. But what's missing is taking your education to the next level. But putting that time into the things that I'm putting that time into your education and learning, because that's what's going to set you apart from the person sitting next to you, is your education. And it just rang true with me because I have this beautiful product called the Mass Influence Formula that I've only listened to maybe like 2 or 3 modules out of, and I'm mad about it now. Because once I started diving back into it, I realized how much I was missing, and I know that that's the stuff that's going to take me from the 30K to 100K a month. I know it. It's there.
Well, you did not actually go through the whole...
I haven't. I'm being real. I'm just being real with you. And
Wow.
now that I started diving, hold on, I'm not done. Let me finish my story. And so I was sitting there talking to Chrissy last night, and she was like, because she was like, isn't it crazy? Because she's still blown away. I mean, she's like, dang man. I mean, did you ever think we would be sitting here talking about making 20 and 30,000 in a month? You know, 40,000 in a month. I'm like, not. It's still surreal for me, but you know what? I feel like I'm settling right now, and I don't want to feel that way. And anybody on this call should feel, you should never feel comfortable with where you're at in your business. And I'm telling you right now that the products that we have here, including the Mass Influence, are going to set you way above anybody else. They're going to put you in the next level that you need to be at in your business. And I've been all in for a long time, and we actually had a product called the Master's Course before the Mass Influence, before it got switched out, and I had gone through all of it. But I had not gone through all the Mass Influence, and I'm sitting here and kicking myself because I probably wouldn't still be at 30 to 40,000 a month right now. We would probably be way past that had I went ahead and just took massive action and got into the Mass Influence when I got it, and just really understood all that stuff. So I really wanted to just impress upon you guys that you guys are all on the same playing field right now. Six Figure Builders Club. You've got everything you need to be successful if you're tuned into this hangout. You've got the right mentorship. But if you really want to go next level, no matter where you're at, there's always a next level. It's time to step it up and not only get the product, but get into the product. Okay? So that's my thing for you guys. Alex said he wanted me to pass it to him real quick, and then we'll do Q&A.
So really quick, guys. I'm glad Mike brought it up. And actually, I wasn't even aware that he didn't go to the full Mass Influence course, because honestly, I went to it, but only once. And then I watched a couple of lessons 2 or 3 times, but I actually watched all of it. So here's the thing. Here's the biggest takeaway. He was talking about being stuck in a business at a certain income level. This is exactly what happened to me back in 2013. So there was an event in Denver, Colorado. I think it was in summer. And by that time, I qualified to be in the leadership council, right? So the company took us to this beautiful ranch in the mountains, giant ranch, like tons of horses, barns, like really cool place. So we had like outing, right, for the whole day, and then we had a meeting, right? And I remember like asking David Wood, because at that point I was stuck at $30,000 a month, and I thought for the life of me that it would never happen to me, right? And I was like thinking just like Mike, because when I like first like crossed $10,000 a month, I'm like, what is he talking about? Being stuck at $30,000 a month? That's not a bad place to get stuck. But being stuck is being stuck, just like David Wood says. And I was just like so frustrated that I couldn't like make more than 20 grand a month. And I was like jumping to the bit, like, and asking him like, Dave, like, what's going on, man? Like, I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing in my business, but I'm kind of like feel stuck because I'm like at $30,000 a month. And I believe he told me at that point, he asked me, are you doing all of the 8 core commitments? And honestly, I couldn't say that I was doing all 8 of them. I was doing 7. But not 8. Anyone wants to guess which was the number 8 I wasn't doing? Put it in the chat.
New member coaching.
Exactly. New member coaching and weekly hangouts with the team. Was not doing that at all. Completely relying on the company. Was not really putting my personality into the picture of the team. I'm like, hey, go listen to Empower Hour. Go, attend that webinar. Was not training anything. Even though I had tons of knowledge to share, but I was not doing all 8 core commitments. So that's the difference of being stuck at that level and moving forward. And some of you guys may be stuck on $1,000 a month, or you could be stuck at $5,000 a month. So you have to ask yourself, you have to ask yourself in front of the mirror and being honest with yourself, are you actually doing all 8 core commitments in the company that we're preaching? Because they're there for a reason, guys. If you're doing all 8 core commitments, you will be increasing your income. Guaranteed. Point blank. Income disclaimer below the video, whatever. But if you're doing 8 core commitments, you're pretty much guaranteed to grow, right? So some of you guys may be doing, and I know I surveyed my team. I know some people doing 1, some people doing 2, some people doing 4, some people doing 5. Only a few people doing all 8. So there is a solution. You know what to do. You just need to follow 8 core commitments, and you can hit any. And here's another story. All right, hopefully Lawrence is not gonna get mad at me if he watches this replay. Lawrence Tam, all right, going back to San Diego, September 2012. We released the Mass Influence Formula. It was called Master Course back then, right? And obviously we got all high-ticket commissions, $3,000 commissions, and our incomes like went through the roof, right? And I remember again, the LC day, after the event, I remember Dave, like, and I remember Lawrence was kind of sitting like drinking coffee or something, like in the corner with Jessica, was his wife, and Dave just asked him like, I see you comfortable. Because he had $100,000 a month. He actually crossed $100,000 a month in the company that month. And he got complacent, he got comfortable, right? Never ever get comfortable in your business, ever. I don't care what income level you achieve. Never get comfortable. Always be hungry to grow and increase your value, increase your knowledge. Always. Have all the products. Go back to those products. Mass Influence Formula, I need to go through that as well. Maybe that's what's keeping me stuck right now from hitting 100K mark, you know? Biggest takeaway right there, 8 core commitments, guys. If you're getting this, type yes in the chat, please. Back to you, Mike, or John.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, John, you're going to share something real quick, and then we'll do Q&A. I know you kind of like.
Yeah, I'll be really fast on this because I want to make sure we have enough time for Q&A. I'm going to share a screenshot with you guys real quick, if I can find it. All right. Make sure I got that on the screen. All right. Well, that might not work. It's in a different application, so it's not gonna open in Google Hangouts because it's in a picture viewer, so it won't show up on the right screen. Let me see if I can organize it. Let's go ahead and get some of the questions.
Awesome. All right, while you're organizing, let's see here. Mike's asking, do you send 2 emails a day, one with content and one email with an offer? Yeah, for the most part, that's our format, you know, especially if you're getting rolling and you're growing your list and you're building a list, you definitely want to stay in front of them. And it's so funny because Alex was talking about like surveying our team members and stuff, and it's so funny how many people aren't doing this. And I know if it's just our team, I know it's company-wide, I know it's industry-wide. So many people are so scared to email twice a day. And guess what? Because they don't want unsubscribes. But here's the thing: you want unsubscribes. You want those people who shouldn't be on your list to get off, and continue to bring on new people onto the list. So constantly be building your list. Constantly be emailing them. I wouldn't really go over 2 emails a day because then you're really gonna like get on their nerves. But as long as you're sending them stuff that's sharing you, content should be stuff, social proof. Things that are sharing your message with them so they get to know who you are, you're going to be all right, okay? And let people see you grow. You know what I'm saying? I said it before, you know, people want to be with people who are going somewhere, who are growing. And so the more that you share you every day, the more that they're going to latch on and kind of watch your choice, kind of like reality TV. You know what I mean? People love reality TV, man, because they can sit there and watch people do crazy stuff. Well, how about watch somebody do something positive for once, and it's a breath of fresh air for people. So, yeah, John, back to you, man. Oh, you're muted. Unmute.
There we go. You hear me now?
Yep.
All right. Do you see my screen?
Yep.
All right. Perfect. So in this screenshot, guys, what I wanted to show you real quick, this is a 2-week period, and I've shown this screenshot once before on one of our other 6-figure builder trainings, but because we were talking about the Mass Influence Formula product, I just wanted to show you from a slightly different perspective another reason why it's important to own it and how it's something financially, an investment that you can absolutely justify in your business. So this is just a screenshot of my stats showing a 3,000 click traffic buy, and then how that actually worked out over time through the numbers. It generated over 1,500 leads. Let's see, it looks like total of 20 Kalatu basic sales, 20 Kalatu premium sales, 3 elite upgrades. But here's down here what I want to call attention to, and that is that I got 2 six-figure builders and 2 mass influence formula sales from that 3,000 click buy. And so here's a way to look at this, right? We earn, around $2,000, I believe, in commissions per mass influence sale. So this is almost $4,000 worth of commissions from these 2 sales right here with just this final product that you may or may not own at this point. And so the way you look at that is, is it worth it for you to borrow the money to invest in that product in order to recoup your money back on just a couple of sales? And my answer to that is, of course it is. You can easily justify that from a business standpoint. But the real reason, of course, you want to buy that product is because it's going to help you develop yourself to a whole nother level in your business, like what Michael touched on, what Alex touched on. It's a product that you just need to own because it's really going to help you get to where you want to go and get the results you want. But the income that you can earn will also justify purchasing that product. And it's going to allow you to earn much higher commissions on the back end, which we're going to dig more into back end sales conversions in the next training that we do. How is it that we're able to get these conversions, to get more people to buy the higher ticket products, to help more people become more successful in their business? That's what we're going to dig into in the next training. But highly encourage you to take the opportunity now to start figuring out how you can come up with the money to invest and get that final product so that you become all in your business and really can have that full commitment level to getting the kind of results that you want. So that's what I wanted to share. Let me get off screen share.
Boom. Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, I think I was telling you guys in the Skype chat. I mean, it's literally like from 6-figure builders to black all in. It really, if you're driving traffic consistently, you're building your business, and when you start to get those upsells, it can make the difference between a 4-figure a month earner and a 5-figure a month earner. Seriously, like big time. So anyway, all right. So go get it. There's a button over there. How long did it take you guys to get your first 1,000 leads? Ooh, it depends. Well, see, I was just doing. I had to start with really I didn't really have a budget when I first started, so I was really using free strategies and stuff like that. So first 1,000 leads probably took me I don't know, maybe a month or so. Probably about a month and a half. Once I started learning how to generate leads, and it took me a few months before that to really try to hammer down a strategy and figure out how to do it. So, but here's the beautiful thing: 6-figure builders club, traffic sources right over there. I can do 1,000 leads in a day now. That's. I think Alex and I were joking about it a couple weeks ago with John. We were all running some heavy traffic one day. We're like, hey, let's see who can hit 1,000. I think we were all around 800-900. Somebody did 1,000. It was crazy. So that's the beautiful thing about building fast in the 6-figure builders club, and just think about how much more you can make as well when you're all in. So you guys are awesome. Thanks, Gracie. When sending the solo ad broker your link, do you send them to your short link or the original Empower link? Thanks. You can send them the regular Empower link as long as you put the tag on it. We covered this in our other trainings, so you might want to go back and look for the one where we really talk about getting the broker the link. And then we talk about, but if you're really serious about your business, you will do your own tracking. So I think we shared, Alex talks about ClickMagick, about using a tracking link where you can actually track your own clicks. You can check the traffic quality and all that. So ClickMagick is something you might want to check into. He actually has it. He shares it in one of the trainings. I can't remember if it's the very first one or which one, but go back and dig into those trainings, and we'll talk about how to track that stuff. All right, David's asking, it says on the traffic sources PDF to make sure there isn't a rotator being used when the paid traffic run. Why is that? I don't know. Some of that stuff we didn't put on there, so I don't know. Maybe it's asking that the vendor's not using a rotator, but they all kind of rotate, so that's how they do that stuff. That's how they rotate people. I wouldn't worry too much about that. I really don't know. Got an answer for that. We're all kind of moving our heads like we don't know. So, Nestor, do you guys record new videos every day, or do you send your leads to some good videos you have recorded in the past? Very good question, Nestor. I don't do videos every day anymore, but if you look at my YouTube videos, including masterminds and stuff that we do, I've got over 800 uploads. So that's the beautiful thing about doing stuff daily is after like a year or two, you have a whole lot of stuff. So I definitely, but here's the thing, you need to be doing videos daily for at least the first year or so, because here's the thing, what does it do? It's not just about having good content. You get better on video. You get better on and that reflects in masterminds. If you ever plan to speak on stage with Empower, like all three of us have, I'm telling you, doing masterminds and talking on videos helps you so much with getting up on stage and talking in front of people. Now it's still different. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I still like shake like I'm about to like go on prom, like my first prom date or whatever. But I'm like, no, but it still scares you, but it's not near as bad because you get so good on video. And so definitely keep doing videos. They're so important. All right, Kevin, which is more important, instructing leads to whitelist your email address or not having double opt-in? Turn off double opt-in. Never have double opt-in on, and ask them to whitelist your email. Do both. So even though I'm using a business Gmail account, sometimes my emails still go to spam or promotion folder. Kevin, you need to go back and watch our replay from last week where we talked about optimizing your GET response, and because you shouldn't even be using, I mean, go get your own domain email and forward it. We talked about that. So go watch that replay. That's definitely going to help you out with that. And let's see here. We're getting down to the end. Kevin asked, I don't know if it's the same Kevin or not, should we promote Total Shortcut to those solo ad providers? Won't that link be too saturated soon? Not saturated for me. So I mean, it's not, because saturation is such an overused. It's a myth. Because here's the thing, what did Alex just hammer in y'all's head earlier? People don't join businesses, they join you. You know, it's so funny because I mean, we like to think that way, but you're really thinking with a lat mindset. We're dealing with the internet, and there's billions and billions of people on the internet. Okay, so don't worry about the saturation thing. We still use the same generic. We use the same company branded page with the little survey page, and we're still. I think yesterday I was getting like 60% opt-in. So people are still opted in. And they're going to get your emails and see you. And if you're putting yourself out there to connect with them, then guess what? It don't matter what you're selling. They're going to join you. So you need to keep thinking that way versus thinking that there's saturation, because saturation. Now, do people kind of see a video a little bit too much? And yeah, they get. But here's the thing. Think about it the other way. If people keep seeing a lot of people promote the same thing, some people are like, damn, that thing's hot. I need to get in that thing. Everybody's promoting it, man. I need to hurry up. So that's how you really need to look at it, more than like, oh my gosh, everybody's promoting the same thing. Never going to make any money. Never going to make any money. Oh my gosh. No, come on, get that out of your head.
Hey, Mike, let me add to that. Also, like, if you guys use the standard emails, you probably look like you might encounter maybe saturation if that's what you're thinking about, because there's no such thing. But if you are using the same email, and you never put your picture on that signature, you never put your personality in the video, in your welcome video, then yeah, you probably look like that guy from Clone Wars, like one of those guys. They all look the same, right? Like in Star Wars. And it's like, yeah, there's like saturation of, those Star Wars, like you have to be yourself, put your personality on video, tweak the welcome email, at least change the subject line, like, hey, what's up, man? So glad to have you on board. This is my welcome video, go check it out, something like that. Just talk normally. Don't talk like a college professor that nobody can understand. You have to talk on a level of a 5th grade. That's what most people relate to. Like, hey, what's up? How's it going? How's the weather? Where are you from? Wherever. Like basic conversational tones, basic questions. Like subject lines with question marks get the most engagement. So I like to send first welcome email, not like the standard email. I think it's like, hello, welcome, nice to meet you, or something like that. I say like, I use question mark. I'm like, hey, welcome aboard. Did you get this? Question mark. Immediately it stands out. I'm like, did I get what? They'll be like, what? What did I get? So they open the email to see what's in that email, right? So next question.
Want me to grab a couple of these questions?
Sure.
Yeah, well, actually, I was looking for something on Zach's question. So go ahead and do the next one. I'm digging something for Zach.
Okay, so looks like Jeff says, do you buy 3,000 clicks from one broker in one shot, or do you spread it out? Here's the thing, Jeff. I would never buy 3,000 clicks from somebody all at once that I've never used before, right? So if you're looking at somebody, it's your first buy from that vendor, I would not jump right to 3,000 clicks. Test a smaller amount first, run it through ClickMagick, make sure it's good quality, and then once you've developed trust with that vendor, then there's no problem with buying 3,000 clicks in one shot if that's in your budget. If you're looking at it from the standpoint of I can only afford a total of 3,000 clicks for this whole month, and you're looking to buy all of it from one person all at once, you might consider spreading that out over a course of maybe a couple of thousand click buys, provided again that that's somebody that you've already proven to be a trustworthy broker. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, well, I'm still looking. Hey, Zach, he said, can you share your first video experience? How did you tackle your nerves? Man, I'm looking for my first video, but it's like buried so deep, man, it's hard to get to it. But I'll if I find it, I'll share it, man. Yeah, I mean, nothing's natural, guys. I hope you understand. Like, it's definitely out of my comfort zone. This wasn't my very, very first video, but it was kind of one of the ones where you really see my vulnerability. But and this video is from October 26, 2012. I had more hair, and and here's the thing, guys. I was actually joining Empower to build my MLM company. All right, and so I kind of mentioned like that. I wasn't leaving my MLM, but then when I saw how much more money I could make here and how we've blown it up, then I definitely ditched the MLM and focused here, laser focused, like everything else, like everything depends on it. But here, I'm gonna oh crap, I gotta do it over there. I'll post the link in the chat here in a minute if they don't care. It's just a YouTube link. I don't think they'll care. Do y'all care, Vanessa, if I post a YouTube link? Nope, good? Okay, awesome. Send it here though. Here, you can post it. I have it on another computer. Anyway, that's my first one. Don't watch it now. Like hit it and save it, and you'll notice how bad I'm shaking. Like I'm hiding behind trees, like behind my mom's restaurant. Like I'm hiding because I don't want anybody to see me recording a video. I'm talking real low, but I'm trying to be excited, and you can just see the camera just like this. Like I'm just like shaking around because I'm like freaking so nervous recording my own video by myself. So from then to now, I want you to understand that happens when you practice. Okay. So anyway.
I got to add something to that because it's a super important point, because I think that people always have that thought in their mind that when they see somebody who is good on video, they're like, yeah, that person's so good on video, they can do that stuff. Understand that it was a miserable experience for all of us when we first started, right? It's just the way it is. I was the same as Mike. I was shaking. I actually changed my shirt twice doing my first video, not because I was sweating, but because I was like all worried about the things that don't matter, right? I was like, well, maybe I better have that picture in the background. Well, wait a minute, I'm gonna wear this different shirt. Well, wait, maybe I should have a collared shirt. Maybe I should look professional. I was just messing around with all these things to kind of avoid actually shooting the video, and then I recorded it probably 50 times and threw it away, right? That's how bad it was. But I didn't stop. I just tried it again the next day and the next day and the next day, and eventually you just start to get comfortable with it, and then you start to get better at it. Just like what Mike said earlier, it's an experience you just have to go through. There's no shortcut.
Yep. Awesome. Well, Mayo, can you show how you not send double opt-in? I'll show it really quickly, even though we showed on the others, just because. Let's see here. Let me get my screen lined up. I'll show you exactly where it's at, and I'll show you guys an example of something too about not being scared to get unsubscribes. So give me one sec. Let's see here. Screen share. I'm getting better with this Hangouts again, man. It's all coming back to me now. Alrighty. Can you guys see my get response? Good. Shaky vid, Mike. Yeah, it sure was. Can you guys see my get response, John?
Yep, you're good, man.
Okay, cool. All right, one thing real quick, if you look here, This is just for the last 7 days. Not generating many leads right now. We kind of like switching, testing some different stuff. But look right here, 367 unsubscribes this week. Wah. Wah. I'm not even attached to it. I don't care. Get off my list if you're not going to be like, if you don't like what I send out, or if you're not going to join me. So see, that was just showing you guys an example of unsubscribe shouldn't phase you. We get them too, a ton of them. So anyway, let's see here. So if you go to your list, you need to select your list, which should look something like iPass leads, something like that. So select it in the drop down. Then very simply click the gear for your settings, and then just go here to permission and make sure that all 3 of these boxes are unchecked. Notice mine are unchecked. So uncheck all those. As soon as you do it, it'll save it. It saves on its own, which is really, GetResponse is really neato for that. And that's it. That's how you turn off double opt-in. Once you do that, it's done. Stop share. So that's it. Alrighty. Well, hey guys, we that's all the questions, man. You guys are just right on the dot almost today. 2 minutes over. So, man, Alex, do you have anything else you wanted to finish up with today? Next week, we'll definitely dive into back-end conversions. That's where the money's made. So make sure you're positioned for that by being all in. Click the button over there and be all in. So when we talk about it, you're ready to just go execute and make and get those big commission ticket sales. So
I don't know if this platform website. Maybe. Okay, it's not. Thanks, John. Total shortcut capture page. We're still using that. Change the subject line if you want, but we're still getting great opt-ins, like 40 to 60% opt-in rates on the standard capture pages. However, you can play with those headlines, and I suggest you do, because you might find a certain traffic source perform best with a particular headline. So instead of, what does it say, $10,000 a month, you can put $5,000 a month, 7,500. Sometimes exact numbers do the trick too. So put like, learn how to make $7,563.25 this month. You'll be surprised. Like exact precise numbers might do higher conversion. So no such thing as saturation, guys. It worked 3 months ago. It still works great. So what was the other thing I wanted to touch base on, guys? If you're not doing 8 core commitments, and if you really resonated with what I told you, like being stuck, like at a particular income level, to get unstuck, you need to do 8 core commitments, bottom line. One of those 8 core commitments, you need to get all in. You need to get mass influence format. So click the button that's to the right or to the left. We'll take you to the 7-figure Builders Club. And honestly, this is the reason why we earned over $1 million in less than 4 years, I believe, and got this diamond ring, which is basically what we're all striving to achieve. Why? Because it's not about the ring. It's what really it's that sense of accomplishment that you get, and you know you can do so much better. So get all in. Just get all in. I didn't have extra money. I borrowed my wife's credit card. All right, there's a solution for you if you have a wife. All right, and she might not be on board right away, but she will be once you start generating commissions that allow her to buy those purses or whatever she needs. And not just generalizing, guys. I'm joking. Guys, you can do this. We believe in you. Anyone can do this. And if I can do this, you can do it. If Michael can do it, you can do it. If John can do it, you can do it. You just have to get serious, guys. Stop playing around with this. This is $1 million business. And with that, guys, I'll leave you with John. John, you have anything else to say?
I got nothing else, man. You pretty much wrapped it up there. So that's a wrap, guys. Thanks for joining us today, and we will see you again next week.
See you guys.